on 86th Street, and where they did at the time electrolysis, because it was the late 80s. And they didn't have any of the technology that we had. And one woman did actually say, would you like to read this book called Dianetics? And I had no idea, and I'm like, what is
thin air?
So
that's actually right before, yes, because when we reached out to make the call, he and his wife, actually his wife had mentioned that they had just been binge watching Friends. They were somewhere shooting what were they shooting? They were shooting some movie in some foreign land. And so
I love that idea.
So I was so excited to meet him, and then he'd been sort of watching Friends, and we both had this moment. It was adorable.
What if everything you thought you knew about one of the world's most iconic power couples was suddenly thrown into question? A rumor so wild, so unbelievable, has set the internet ablaze, and the twists and turns might just leave you speechless. Could Michelle Obama, the very definition of strength and poise, have secretly fled the United States after a jaw-dropping revelation from Barack Obama? Allegations of infidelity, whispers of betrayal, and a supposed midnight escape have fueled the most sensational rumor we've seen in years. But how did this story even begin? And why has it captured the imagination of millions? Today, we're peeling back the layers of this digital wildfire to uncover the origins of these claims, dissect the so-called evidence, and explore why it's nearly impossible to look away. Strap in, because this rabbit hole is deep, and the truth might shock you.
We're just going to keep creating more beautiful pieces of art.
What can we expect from season 4 of 20 show?
The story exploded onto the internet like a viral storm, starting in the murky corners of social media, where anonymity breeds the boldest claims. Out of nowhere, whispers emerged that Barack Obama, the former president celebrated for his grace and intelligence, had allegedly confessed to a secret affair. The alleged fallout? A devastated Michelle Obama reportedly storming out of their home and fleeing the country in an emotional spiral. Gossip blogs and Twitter threads couldn't get enough. Anonymous sources painted vivid pictures of Michelle packing her bags in the dead of night, catching a private jet, and vanishing to an undisclosed location. Some versions of the story even name-dropped Hollywood royalty, Jennifer Aniston, as the supposed other woman. And just like that, the story grew legs, running rampant across forums, Facebook groups, and TikTok feeds. Each retelling added new layers of drama, heated late-night arguments, intercepted messages, and even whispered claims that Barack's confession was overheard by staff members who leaked the juicy details. It didn't matter that no credible source could back up these claims. The drama was too tantalizing to ignore. The idea of Michelle Obama, America's mom-in-chief, fleeing the country in heartbreak was simply irresistible.
Or is it because there's trouble in paradise?
It almost couldn't write itself. It's sort of bizarre.
The truth about Jen and Barack is that there is no truth.
There is no truth.
Untrue.
All of the rumors are interesting to me.
You, Carol, I think there may be something else going on because, of course, Barack and Donald had that very warm chat at Jimmy Carter's funeral the other day.
I wonder if there's something bigger going on.
If there's one thing the internet loves, it's a scandal. And this rumor had all the makings of a perfect storm. A beloved couple, whispers of infidelity, and the dramatic image of Michelle Obama jetting off to parts unknown. Social media users couldn't stop speculating. Did she go to Europe? A secluded island? Was she plotting a new life far away from the public eye? What's fascinating is how quickly the lack of evidence was spun into proof of a cover-up. Where there's smoke, there's fire, some claimed, pointing to the absence of sightings or statements as evidence that something big was being hidden. Others argued that Michelle's silence was strategic, a way to regain control of her narrative before making a grand public move. And yet, despite all this chatter, not a single photo, video, or credible account surfaced to back up the claims. No flight logs, no paparazzi shots, no insider leaks from the Obama's inner circle. Still, the internet's appetite for drama only grew. At the center of this digital storm is the claim that Barack Obama confessed to an affair. The name Jennifer Aniston kept popping up, despite no substantial connection between her and Barack ever existing. The internet, it seems, couldn't resist merging two worlds, the glamour of Hollywood and the gravitas of politics into one explosive narrative. It's not the first time Barack has been the subject of unfounded rumors. Over the years, conspiracy theories and baseless claims about his personal life have occasionally surfaced, only to fade away when confronted with reality. But this time, the stakes seemed higher, with Michelle allegedly taking drastic action in response to the supposed confession. Without a shred of verifiable evidence, the story remains a vivid illustration of how the internet's collective imagination can create drama out of
Start realizing is that they ground you and they give you perspective, and over time that makes you better.
From being together, although we were still stressing about the results of the election and people were in a way, there was a certain kind of need to connect that was going on. There was an excitement, a love, and then we just shut down.
The most dramatic element of the rumor is the claim that Michelle Obama fled the country. According to some versions, she headed to Europe, seeking solace in a private villa owned by a close confidant. Other iterations placed her on a remote island, far from the prying eyes of the media. Theories abounded. Was she planning to stay away permanently? Was she buying property to start a new chapter of her life? Or was this just a temporary escape to process her emotions? The internet's narrative machine went into overdrive, crafting elaborate scenarios that felt straight out of a movie. But here's the kicker. Michelle Obama's public schedule showed no disruptions. She continued making appearances, participating in philanthropic work, and engaging with her audience on social media. If she truly fled, she must have mastered the art of being in two places at once. For over a decade, Michelle and Barack Obama have been symbols of unity, resilience, and love.
Fit for the climb, right? And one of the hardest things is like when you discover that, I mean, do you stop? Do you go back because there was one member that wasn't ready? Or do you keep climbing and sort of leave them where they are?
They've weathered the pressures of public life with grace, sharing their challenges openly while standing as partners through it all. Michelle's memoir, Becoming, offered a candid look at their relationship, highlighting not just their struggles, but also their unwavering commitment to each other. The idea that Michelle would leave the country in a fit of anger doesn't align with the image she's cultivated over the years. She's consistently demonstrated strength and thoughtfulness, traits that seem at odds with the impulsive actions described in the rumors.
VIP who's skipping the event is former First Lady Michelle Obama. House Rep issued a statement confirming that the former president will attend, but not the First Lady. Is she right or wrong?
Yes, Lord, she is so right.
The internet thrives on scandal, especially when it involves high-profile figures. Stories like this captivate us because they're dramatic, messy, and human. They make us feel like we're peering behind the curtain of perfection to see the cracks in the facade. But there's a darker side to this fascination. In our rush to share and dissect these stories, we often overlook the lack of evidence, letting speculation overshadow reality. And the more we share, the more these rumors gain traction, creating an echo chamber where fiction feels like fact. So, what's the real story?
Look, there have been maybe 3 or 4 instances where you do get a call in the middle of the night. So, for example, when the typhoon hit Japan, Fukushima.
Right.
Right, and you're not sure what exactly is going to be happening. It's the other side of the world, so it's the middle of the night.
Simply put, there isn't one. There's no credible evidence to suggest that Michelle Obama fled the country or that Barack Obama confessed to an affair. Their schedules, public appearances, and continued work speak volumes about their stability and focus. This rumor is a masterclass in how the internet's collective imagination can spin a compelling tale from nothing. It's a reminder that in the age of viral gossip, critical thinking is more important than ever. At the end of the day, this story is just another internet fabrication. But its popularity says a lot about us. We're drawn to drama, even when it's unfounded, because it's entertaining. But the Obamas have shown us time and again that their bond is built on a foundation far stronger than the whispers of online gossip. What's your take? Do you think there's even a shred of truth to these claims? Or is this just another wild ride on the internet's rumor mill? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that keep the internet talking.